Welcome, everyone. It is Mrs. Rafferty again. Today we are going to be talking about category words. So when we think of category words, there's some things that I'm sure some of you may not have heard these things before. So when we think of category words, we think of the words like what, why, when, where. Sometimes we think of those as question words. So if you're ever in class and a teacher says you have a question, we'll remind you to start that with a where, what, why, when, who, how. So we're going to sing a certain song, and then we're going to ask some questions about it. So I'm sure everybody knows the song, Mary Had a Little Lamb. So I'm going to say, and I want you to listen very closely. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. And everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. It followed her to school one day, which was against the rules. It made the children laugh and play to see a lamb at school. So now I have a question about this nursery rhyme. Who is that song about? You could say Mary. You're right. This song was about Mary. And what did she have? She had a lamb. Very good. We know that lambs are not allowed to be at school. So what I want to do is I'm going to say some words. If it is a category word or a question word, I want you to raise your hands up high. If it is not, I want you to give me a frowning face. So my first word is who. Who. Who was that song about? We would raise our hands up because it is asking a question. Our next one is word. Word is not a category word for questions. It is just a word. Next, we're going to say talk. Well, talk is not asking a question. It's saying something. Could be a verb because we are talking. We use it in different tenses. So that was a frowning face. Where? Where did Mary go to school? We don't know. Hands up. Category word for questions. What? What did Mary bring to school that she was not allowed? A lamb. Hands up. We asked that question again. The next word would be teacher. Teacher's not a question word, so it wouldn't fit into that category. Teacher is a noun because it's a person, place, or thing. The next one is why. Why did Mary take a lamb to school? Why did the lamb follow her? Asking some questions, hands up. And the last word we're going to talk about is time. What time is it? That would be a question word, but I don't want the word what. I want time. So if I said, hey, time. Not a question word for our category. Frowny face. Very good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to let everybody see the two little activities we're going to do today. Okay, here's the first activity. Listen to each question, then listen to the questions below. Click the question that starts with the correct question word. So take a look at this picture.
Sits at the desk.
Sits at the desk. Let's see what our choices are.
Who sits at the desk?
Who sits at the desk?
When sits at the desk?
When sits at the desk? Which one is asking the correct one? Who sits at the desk or when sits at the desk? Very good. Is it who sits at the desk?
Good job. Can they ride?
Can they ride?
What can they ride?
What can they ride?
Who can they ride?
Who can they ride? Which one is asking the question?
Who can they ride?
What can they ride?
Excellent work.
They can ride a bike.
Is the cat? Is the cat?
This one's saying, is the cat. It's asking that question.
When is the cat?
When is the cat? So we're not sure what the rest of that question could be. When is the cat coming home? When is the cat going to eat? But when is the cat? Doesn't sound right.
Where is the cat?
Where is the cat? Very good. We're asking, where is that cat? We can see that cat is behind that chair.
Good job. Can they eat lunch?
Can they eat lunch? Our favorite time of day.
What can they eat lunch?
What can they eat lunch? So in that sentence, in that question sentence, there are some words missing. So if you wanted to say, what can they eat lunch? You would have to say, what can they eat for lunch? You're asking, what can they eat for lunch?
When can they eat lunch?
Very good. When. Look at the clue here. We have a clock. So we know the word is going to be when. When can they eat their lunch?
Good job.
Great job. Okay, we are going to do one more activity here. So click or press on each item to hear its name, and then we're going to drag it into this space and press enter to place it in the correct box. We have the word
Who?
who,
What?
what,
Where?
and where. Very good.
A catcher.
A catcher. So is a catcher a who, a what, or a where? So we know that a catcher is a who because it is a person. So we're going to place it there.
In the bag.
In the bag. That's not, a bag could be a what, but it's telling us where to put it. It's telling me to put it in the bag. That would be a where.
A baseball.
A baseball. So a baseball is not a who because it's not a person, but it is a what because it's a thing.
Great job.
Okay, let's see these ones. Same thing. Who, what, where.
A horse.
A horse.
Hay.
Hay.
On a farm.
On a farm. So if we were going to say a sentence about this, we would say that what's the who? The who is the horse.
Hay.
Hay would be the what.
On a farm.
On a farm is my where because it's telling me a positional word, telling me where to put it.
Fantastic. A monkey. A banana. At the zoo.
Good. So we could say that a monkey is our who because it's telling me who the sentence is about. It's our noun.
A banana.
A banana is our what. Maybe the monkey eats the banana.
At the zoo.
At the zoo would be next. So we could actually make this into a sentence. We could say the monkey ate a banana at the zoo.
Good job. At the bakery.
At the bakery.
A boy.
A boy.
A muffin.
A muffin. So at the bakery is telling me where it's happening. There's that positional word at the bakery.
A boy.
The boy is my who. Who is this person in this thing?
A muffin.
And a muffin is a what? So I want you to take a minute
muffin.
and I want you to think of a sentence that you could use for these three pictures. I would say the boy ate a muffin at the bakery.
Good job. An astronaut. At the pool. A rock.
This one could be a funny sentence. So we know that an astronaut is a person, so that would be our who.
At the pool.
At the pool is one of my positional, my category words telling me where to go.
A rock.
And a rock is my what? It's a thing. So let's take another minute to think of a sentence we could say about this one. We could say an astronaut threw a rock at the pool.
Fantastic.
Good job.
At a picnic. An ant. Eat.
This one's a little tricky.
At a picnic. An ant. Eat.
Okay. So at a picnic is my where. Eat is my what. And my who would be the ant because it is my thing.
Fantastic.
So we could say an ant ate at a picnic. All right, good job, everybody. So I just want you to remember that we were talking about category words today and how when we think about category words, we are thinking about our question words, our who's, our what's, our where's, our when's, and our how. So when you're going to ask a question, you should always be thinking about our who, what, where, when, and how. Have a great day, everybody.